Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Happy Tuesday. This is Sexy Harlem 125. What's up, Felicia Fee? How you doing? I'm glad you joined me. Um, I was on Shelly's live last night, S underscore Hutchinson, and she was talking about mental illness. So I decided to take a page out of her book and talk about lupus. I'm fine. How are you, Felicia? I hope you're doing well. Good morning, a sense of awe. How are you? I'm glad you joined us. Um, I decided to take a page out of her book and um, put myself out there to talk about lupus a little bit. I wish I could share the screen, with a website, but I don't know how to do that. So therefore, I'm going to be reading. I'm glad you're here too, a sense of awe. I'm glad you decided to join us as well. I'm going to now the website is I'm going to type the website down here. Okay, before I get into the website, I just want to say that um, lupus is very, very misunderstood. It's misunderstood and it's also a very complicated disease. Let me set my alarm because I don't want to be on here too long. Um, it's very misunderstood. It's very complicated. And when I say complicated, I'm talking about it's complicated so much so that sometimes the doctors are stumped. Now, the reason why I know this is because I suffer with this disease as well as a few others that I know too. And I know I say this all the time that lupus support groups help. No matter what disease you are suffering from, mental illness included, support groups can help you. Okay. Now, a lot of people say, well, what is lupus? I'm going to tell you what lupus is. Hello, Patrice Cunningham, Internet Granny. How you doing? I'm glad you decided to join us over here. Okay, I'm going to um, basically tell you what lupus is. And this screen says, what is lupus? The definition reads lupus is a chronic, long term disease that can cause inflammation and pain in any part of your body. It's an autoimmune disease, which means that your immune system, the body system that usually fights infections, attacks healthy tissue instead. So, um, what that means is that, like, if I have a cold, let's say there's a healthy person that has a cold, they have the antibodies that can fight that off. Whereas our immune systems having lupus are almost non existent. Okay. They invite the germs in and say, yo, you want to hang out for a little while? And in the meantime, we're getting sicker and sicker. okay, because those antibodies that are supposed to kick the germ out invite the germ in and sets up a place for the germ to stay and chill and hang out. So it's difficult for a person with lupus even to fight off the most common cold. Okay, it's hard. And I've been suffering for 21 years with this disease. 21. So it's, I've had my ups and downs. I've been at death's door twice. So I know I'm strong enough to keep sustaining. But after a while, some medications don't work and you have to switch to another medication. This is one of the hardest things that I've ever had to go through in my life. Okay, Internet Granny C, I didn't know that. I didn't know that you were suffering from lupus as well. Welcome, Rockwell K. It's nice to see you. Um, it's not easy. It's very, very hard, and it's very dangerous. Okay, now I'm going to continue on with the screen that I was reading. I'll read that again for the people that just came in. It says, what is lupus? Lupus is a chronic long-term disease that can cause inflammation and pain in any part of your body. It's an autoimmune disease, which means that your immune system, the body system that usually fights infections, attacks healthy tissues instead. Now, under that, it says lupus most commonly affects your skin, your joints, and your internal organs like your kidneys, your liver, your heart, your lungs. And it says because lupus affects many parts of the body, it can cause a lot of different symptoms. Okay, so they call lupus the big imitator. Okay. Okay. They call lupus the big imitator. So it can cross over into not crossover, but it can imitate other diseases like MS. It can imitate MS. It can also imitate fibromyalgia. So see, those three things are in the same, those three things are in the same grouping, but when they get to a certain point, let's just imagine a highway, okay? And we're all going down the same highway, but there's several exits, okay? MS goes right, fibromyalgia goes left, and lupus keeps going straight, okay? Lupus is a very, very, you're right, Rockwell K. Rockwell says lupus is a very complicated and hard thing. My heart goes out to anyone dealing with lupus or any other ailments too, but lupus is such a complicated thing. It is difficult to put into words, and it is. It most definitely, definitely is. It's difficult to put into words. It's difficult to explain. That's the reason why I said, let me just, watching S underscore Hutchinson last night, basically made me say, well, let me get out here and just talk about this because, I might say, well, I'm going to my lupus support group, or I might come on here and say, they switching my medication to blah, blah, blah. actually don't sit and talk about it that much because people don't understand. It's a lot of people that don't understand this disease and they swear to God that it's contagious when it's not. It's not contagious. You cannot give lupus to anyone and no one else can get lupus from you. Okay? Hello, Johnny Mac. I'm glad you decided to join us. Um, so I'm going to go further down this page on this screen. And it says, what is inflammation? Inflammation usually happens when your immune system is fighting an infection or an injury. When lupus makes your immune system attack healthy tissue, it can cause inflammation in lots of different body parts. Symptoms can include swelling and pain. This disease is so misunderstood, and a lot of people don't take the time to actually, if you can Google everything else, you can go to lupus.org and Google this. You understand? But people would rather be mean and they would rather try to drag you for something that you have no control over. This is a disease that you cannot control. I don't know how long lupus was laying dormant in my system. I don't know how long it had been laying dormant. Okay, when it decided to come out, it came out and it's been here ever since. I have a cousin, and we talking about like a third cousin that is blind because of lupus. Okay, and that is very, very serious. Very serious. Okay, she has been fighting for a little under the time that I have been fighting. Okay, and I can't even imagine not being able to see. It's so many people that since they don't understand the lupus, they would like to drag it, and they don't even have an understanding. Do you know that sometimes you can be too tired to get out of your bed to even go to the bathroom? That's how, and we're talking flare. Okay, when a lupus flare comes on, you get tired, you get weak. You understand? You cannot even imagine. Let me tell you something. Half of these people that's, doing dragging on YouTube and dragging people for their disease that they can't control would not be able to even do a week in my shoes, or anyone else in here that has lupus. They would not be able to do it. They wouldn't be able to do it. And there's other diseases that come along with lupus. I never had high blood pressure. I knew it ran in my family on both sides, my mother and my father's side. And the cousin that I was talking about that has lupus is on my father's side. And she's the only one throughout my entire family on both sides, besides me, that has it. So The thing is, people want to know, well, where does it come from? Nobody knows where lupus comes from. And that's a big question. And that's something that we just can't answer. We can't answer that question. We don't know where it comes from. Sometimes a person might believe it's genetic, just because I have this distant cousin, and we talking about a third cousin, okay, that has it and is blind. She's still living her life. She's still living her life, and she has help living her life. Okay, she's living in Georgia. So when I go down to Georgia, I make sure that, I go see her, or if she's busy, I make sure I get a message to her. I'm down here, I'm only staying for this amount of time, and I would love to see you. Or if I can't see you, call me on the phone. Get somebody to dial that number so you can call me on the phone. Or let me know when to call you, and I'll call you. So the thing with lupus is it just can't be controlled. You know that saying, here today, gone tomorrow? No, 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 no. That does not apply with lupus. Here today, gone today. That's how I apply it. And I have to sit back, and I really, 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 I'm missing out on a lot of things because I have this disease. I'm missing out on picnics. I'm missing out on going to the beach. I'm missing out on your whole life, your entire life changes when you have this disease. If you want to stay alive, you're going to stay out of the sun, and you're going to take your medication, and you're going to get your rest. Okay? So, like I was saying, there's other illnesses that come along with um with lupus as well. You understand what I'm saying? Like I said, I never had high blood pressure. So now all of a sudden I'm dealing, I'm dealing with having lupus. And then all of a sudden I go to the doctor and they're telling me, well, your blood pressure is high. We want to put you on medication. Say what? I'm already taking this medication right here. And now you want to add some more medication? Come on now. Come on now. So it's like the older you get, this this disease comes with other things. Okay. Not only do I have high blood pressure, I also have osteoarthritis that started out as rheumatoid arthritis. Hello, Super Rainbow Queen. Welcome to the chat. I hope you're doing well. This started out as rheumatoid arthritis, and now it's osteoarthritis. I am 55 years old. No, I'm 55 years young. Okay, let's correct that. I'm 55 years young. And I'm getting ready to be 56 in April. You know what I mean? So it's like it's really, really, really tiring. And a lot of people, like I said, do not understand this disease, but they would rather drag you. They would rather drag you and make fun of something that you could possibly have now. Okay, it's laying dormant. It could be laying dormant at this time. Let me put my phone on mute. It could be laying dormant at this time, just like mine was. and all of a sudden you go out in the sun, and then the next thing you know, you down. You don't know what it is. You go to the doctor, you understand, and they can't find out what it is, and everybody's confused. Nobody knows shit. They want to send you from this doctor to this doctor to this doctor, and all of them are saying, we don't know what it is. Okay, I was fortunate. I was very, very fortunate that I got it right the first time. Okay. Um, Let me read some of you guys' comments because I don't wanna make it seem like I'm ignoring y'all. Okay. I'm gonna go back up to the top. Let's see. We got the welcome from my moderator. Everybody's coming in. Let's see. Okay. Johnny Mac came in. Rockwell K, Internet Granny, A Sense of Awe. Let's see. Now this comment from Felicia Fee is right. Or people discount it because it's not well known, like cancer or diabetes, etc. Yep. She is absolutely right. Absolutely right. And you know what? It gets on my nerves a little bit. You know what I mean? Because, all right, we're all human. But, people are like, well, we know the types of cancers, and, sometimes, let's say 75% of the time, we all know what the end result is going to be. The other 25%, people beat it. I have a friend that beat it. A matter of fact, I have a friend and a cousin who beat it. You understand? So I'm going to go on. Let's see. Internet Granny says, don't stress your body out. Slow down. Go to the doctor. Take care of yourself. When you feel bad, don't push yourself past and go on to work. Yeah. Yeah. And see, you know what? I'm bad for pushing myself. It's just now in these last maybe 2 or 3 years that I've been sitting down and saying, nope, I ain't doing it. Somebody else gonna have to do it. You understand? Or I just do the bare minimum for me, and that's it. A sense of awe says, my best friend lost her, I don't want to say this word wrong, phalanx years ago. She would have flare ups so badly. I'm going to have to look that word up. Let's go a little further. What? Now, Internet Granny, I have begged God for death. I never had crap either. Oh my God. This is bad. It's bad. A sense of awe says, I have host mitos. My body struggled to maintain balance. Okay. I'm gonna look that word. Let me see. Hashimoto. Is that the way you say that word? See? Doctor told me I ran my body too far. Uh-huh. You see? Too hard. Too hard. Okay. Whew. A lot of people need to get an understanding. And Internet Granny says I can't even do my flower bed. And see, it's the simple things like that that people take for granted. You understand? People take these things for granted and they don't even understand. I used to be so active. We talking about roller skating, swimming, jumping double dutch. Okay, yes, double dutch. I used to jump double dutch. I used to swim. I used to ice skate and roller skate. I can't do any of those things now due to the fact that I have lupus. Can you imagine me roller skating now and fall with osteoarthritis? I'm going to be laid up, okay, in the hospital with all kinds of broken bones. Okay, I'm going to go on. A sense of awe says the chronic fatigue is relentless, but I fight every day. I love my career, but I'm truly considering leaving corporate demands. Oh my God. Listen, on that note, I'm going to say this. I don't work. And the reason why I don't work is because I don't want to have to call in and tell my boss, I'm too tired, I can't make it in today. Now, there are some um corporate places and jobs and stuff like that that they are very understanding when it comes to your disease. They're very understanding. But why should I try that? I already know that if I get tired, I'm going to be calling out. And sooner or later, they're going to get tired of that. You understand? They're going to get tired of, oh my God, here we go. She got to call out again. Let me call somebody else to see if they can cover her shift, or, you know what I mean? And it's not like I don't want to work. And speaking of that, I'm going to say this. I received SSI, okay? So I'm not monetized on my channel. And the reason why I'm not monetized on my channel is because I don't come in here every day. I'm here every other day, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday for positive quotes. And I just started doing that. But me being monetized is like having a job. So that means I would have to come on here every single day, maybe 2 or 3 times a day, to do something that people would want to listen to. And right now, all they want to listen to is beef and bullshit. Okay? So I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. Let's see. Rockwell K says, been diagnosed with chronic pain for the past 5 years. I'm constantly fatigued. I can't even explain the pain to the doctor when they ask me where it is, so I stop complaining to them. Don't do that to yourself. Don't do that to yourself. Even if you have to go to another doctor, don't do that to yourself. Who is this? FJ Senior, welcome to the chat. I'm glad you decided to drop down. Oh, come through, I should say. Okay. Now, it's just too much. I mean, I don't mind um a drag. You understand what I'm saying? A roast and a gag. But to sincerely drag someone's disease, and see, I'm gonna come back next Tuesday and do another part to this. Okay, I'm gonna walk through the website and do another part to this. A sense of awe says, it's me. I don't want to seem like I can't keep up. My staff depend on me, but I realize now that my well-being is important. I plan to do some consulting on my own schedule. Amen to God. It's so good. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Now, I'm going to go back to the other screen. And the next topic says, well, the next heading says, what are the types of lupus? And I'm going to read this. The types of lupus are, when people talk about lupus, they're usually talking about systemic lupus. Say that 15 times fast. But there are other types, including cutaneous lupus, drug-induced lupus, and neonatal lupus. Okay. I'm clicking on the link below so we can investigate this. Okay. So, systemic lupus, SLE. Systemic lupus is the most common form of lupus. It's what most people mean when they refer to lupus. Systemic lupus can be mild or severe. Cutaneous lupus erythematosus. Oh my God, you want to talk about a tongue twister? Cutaneous lupus erythematosus. This form of lupus is limited to the skin and can cause many types of rashes and lesions. Okay. Drug-induced lupus erythematosus. This is a lupus-like disease caused by certain prescription drugs. Neonatal lupus. Neonatal lupus is not a true form of lupus. It is a rare condition that affects infants of women who have lupus and is caused by antibodies from the mother acting upon the infant in the womb. Now I'm going to come back. So they're saying that there are 4 types of lupus. Me, myself, I have, hey, Too Sweet, welcome to the chat. Beyond Beauty, welcome to the chat. I myself suffer from what they call discoid lupus, and that deals with the largest organ of your body. It deals with the largest organ, which is your skin. So this lupus is attacking my skin. I have a little bit of kidney damage, not so much. My kidneys are running on 95% positivity, but there's that 5% that is caused by the medications that we take. These medications cause certain side effects that affect the organs that we need in our body. Okay? I'm just reading the comments. Y'all greeting each other. That's nice. I like that. So, it's a very complicated disease, especially when you're dealing with the skin. Now, I went to the doctor yesterday, and we're getting ready to switch off to another medication. And this is like the 27th medication that I've been on that I'm getting ready to switch to. It either doesn't work or I'm allergic to it. So I went and I had the infusions. I did the infusions for 6 months before they realized that it wasn't working. Yeah. Internet Granny says, yep, consistent liver screens. Yes. So now, and see, what a lot of people don't realize is when you go to the doctor, they work for you. You don't work for them. They work for you. So you have to take a step up and say what it is you want and what it is you don't want. Rockwell K says at Sexy Harlem, I have to go into the doctor's office. Thank you for this live. I will catch the replay. To all the mods and everybody in the chat, I will continue keeping you in my prayers for healing. Love. And we love you too, Rockwell K, and we're gonna keep you in our prayers as well. Now, blessings to you as well, Rockwell K. Be blessed, take care, and get there safely. And don't take no wooden nickels. um, where was I? The doctor works for you. You don't work for, you know what I'm saying? You don't work for them. They work for you. So when you go into the doctor's office, it's just best for you to be as honest as possible. Be as honest as you possibly can. Okay? All the time. Be as honest as you possibly can, and be as honest as you possibly can, and be truthful. Be as truthful as you possibly can. Okay? Now, I've heard a lot of people say, my doctor doesn't listen to me. He doesn't listen or she doesn't listen. Well, you have the option to switch doctors. You have to keep going until you find someone that's going to listen to you and not talk at you. Okay, I have a whole team. I have a lupus doctor, a rheumatologist, a dermatologist, and a PCP. Okay, those are three people that I see on a consistent basis, except the PCP, I see him like twice a year. Okay, and they love my upbeat spirit. I have not, since I've had lupus, in the beginning, I was hard headed. I was hard headed and I did not want to believe that I had lupus. I just said, the hell with this. I'm going to keep going on about my life. I'm going to keep drinking these Heinekens. I'm going to keep smoking this weed. You understand? I'm going to keep partying and I'm just going to ignore all that. I ignored it and it got worse. Internet Granny says I'm getting a procedure done for my knee on the second. They're gonna go under the kneecap. Lord have mercy, Jesus. Mm, mm, mm. Internet Granny, please make sure that you're not in a flare. You already know the deal. You already know. Please make sure you are not in a flare. Please make sure that your blood pressure is good. Make sure you good all the way around the border before they put you under. Okay. They should know this. They should know what they're doing. Because, see, sometimes you got to tell them what the hell to do. And you, the patient, we didn't go to school for this. Y'all did. So now, what are you doing? You are basically hurting me. Okay? So please, please, please make sure that you are able to go under before they put you under. Because everything is a risk these days. Everything is a risk. So now, we are at we are at 110. So what I'm gonna do is, okay, I get shots for the hips, both knees, and both shoulders. What? The shots aren't holding now. I have to do this. Okay. All right. I understand. I completely understand. What? Oh, God. 17. Wait a minute. Okay. So you already know what time it is. I ain't gotta, you know what I'm saying? You've been through this before. So you already know what time it is. You know what to do. Um, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go over to the screen, and this is the last topic we're gonna talk about today. Next Tuesday, we're gonna come back and I'll pick it up again. This says, who is at risk for developing lupus? And this first sentence is so true. You understand? We have men that come to our lupus support group meeting. Okay. So it reads, anyone can develop lupus, but certain people are at higher risk for lupus, including women ages 15 to 44. Certain racial or ethnic groups, including people who are African American, Asian American, Hispanic, Latino, Native American, or Pacific Islander. People who have a family member with lupus or another autoimmune disease. And it says 9 out of 10 people with lupus are women. Now I'm going to click this link because it has more facts and statistics. Okay, lupus facts and statistics. How common is lupus and who does it affect? It says the Lupus Foundation of America estimate that 1.5 million Americans and at least 5 million people worldwide have a form of lupus. Lupus strikes mostly women of childbearing age. However, men, children, and teenagers develop lupus too. 90% of people living with lupus are women. Most people with lupus develop the disease between the ages of 15 to 44. People with lupus can experience significant symptoms such as pain, extreme fatigue, hair loss, cognitive issues, and physical impairments that affect every facet of their lives. Many suffer from cardiovascular disease, strokes, disfiguring rashes, and painful joints. For others, there may be no visible symptoms. Our best estimate based on available data on incidence is 16,000 new cases per year. The Center for Disease Control and Preventive let me see, the CDC are currently gathering updated data for all ethnic populations in the US. So we anticipate this number will change. The fact remains that lupus is a devastating and life-changing disease that currently has no cure. Okay, I'm coming back. Yeah, brain fog. I hate, I hate brain fog. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I can be in mid sentence going, well, me and my girlfriend on the phone and we gossiping, da 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 da, girl, da 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 da. And then I stop and she goes, what did you say? And I go, never mind. I can't remember. Do you know how that feels? Do you know how that feels to actually say never mind or I don't remember or keep going? I'll remember sooner or later. I'm telling you, this disease is ongoing, and from the statistics I just read, y'all already know. Y'all already know. It's anybody can get it. And I don't mean that in the sense of I'm going to beat your ass, anybody can get it. No, this is real life. Anybody can get it. Okay? Let me tell y'all something. I don't know how Toni Braxton does it. Okay? I don't know. She makes it look easy, but it's not. It's not even easy for her. Okay? It's not. It's really not. But I appreciate a sense of awe. Me too, brain fog that happens to me when too many people are asking me questions. I have to take a moment to process them. Hello. Hello. And that granny said that CRS, I can't remember shit, popped up on me out of nowhere. Girl. I'm telling you, there are so many things that we as people deal with when it comes to lupus. Okay. FJ Senior says I have brain fog bad. Oh my God. I'm telling you, you ever now, I know this happens even to people without lupus, but it seems to happen, when it started happening to me, I was just like, oh my God. I would go in a room looking for something. Okay, I could be in the living room and go, oh man, I left my headphones in the bedroom. I get to the bedroom. First of all, I have a 2-bedroom apartment. So I go in the wrong bedroom. That's number one. And then I'm looking around and I'm like, why am I in here? And then I turn and I go in my other bedroom and I go, what did I come in here for? And then I come back to the living room and sit down and go, oh, my headphones. And then I can go in the bedroom and get them. I'm telling you, this is not cute. Okay. Yes. Yes. Forgot what you came in for. Now, Super Rainbow Queen says, my hearing and my eyesight is getting worse. Oh my God. Oh, Lord, have mercy. And a lot of people don't know that you have to see an eye doctor regularly. Okay, depending on what medication you're on, you have to see an eye doctor regularly. And since we are all since this is a computer age now, we should all have that protection in our glasses for the computer and for your phones. Okay. Mama of Six says it's so frustrating having mom brain fog, so I can't imagine. Mm, mm, mm. I'm telling you, if you have lupus and you wear glasses, get the protection. And I can't remember what the name of it is right now, but it protects your eyes while you're looking at the computer screen. Okay, now I don't know if your insurance will cover it. I know my insurance covered, okay, the whole thing is $90. So my insurance covers $40 and I have to pay 50. Okay. I picked up my new glasses yesterday and I still had $30 left to pay. So I paid that $30 and I got my new frames. Internet Granny says, yes, latest stroke showed in my eye. Lord Jesus, have mercy. See, and again, people like to drag. You understand? They like to drag things they don't understand. Okay? Get an understanding of this disease because it can be you. Yes, screen protector. It can be you. Get a sense of understanding. I mean, when we was kids and we didn't understand a word, we went to the dictionary. But now they would just rather just drag and drag about any disease that you might have. Okay, FJ Senior says the hardest thing I've dealt with from my lupus is losing my son. I was 7 months pregnant because I still blame myself because he died. Oh my God. You have my deepest sympathy. I am so, so sorry. Oh my God. Mm, mm, mm. And see, this is the risk that we take being women and still wanting to have a baby. You know, they tell us, no, 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 we don't want you to do it. And then we go, this is our body. I'm going to do what the fuck I want to do. You know, I'm so, so sorry about that. The Super Rainbow Queen said, I found myself leaving water running, forgetting that I was doing something else. Can't do too many things at once. You see, I got to sit down. I can't, I'm not the octopus I once was. You know, I just can't do this and do that and do this and that. No, it has to be one thing at a time. This was out of the blue. I was working and sent my daughter off to college and then bam, oh my God. Since the disease is so wide ranging in symptoms from one person to person, how do you get a proper diagnosis? Well, you have to go to see a rheumatologist. That's what you have to do. You have to see a rheumatologist. Project Senior, you are so welcome, and I am coming back on next week. I'll be back next Tuesday around about the same time, 12:30, and we'll do another hour. We'll do another hour. Um, yeah, Mama Six, you have to see a rheumatologist. A rheumatologist is the one that you get the diagnosis from. Rheumatology. You are so welcome as FJ Senior. You are so welcome. A sense of awe said, yes, I take breaks now. I never used to. You see? Yes. Please join us next Tuesday for Lupus Talk. A neurologist, Patrice Cunningham said a neurologist will find it as well. I was diagnosed by my rheumatologist. I have an awesome team. Very, very awesome. So, you all, I hope that the people that don't know about this disease learn something. We'll be back next Tuesday at 12:30 so that we can, further go through what we were talking about here. If you want to look this information up for yourself, you want to read it for yourself, you can go to, here is the website. Let me, that is the website. Okay. So I want you all to get your rest. It's no joke. Wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy. You see, now you see this right here, that right there, that statement, that's what I'm talking about. Because once you are diagnosed, your life changes. Period. Your life changes. Okay? So for the people that like to drag and they want to drag lupus, like I said, it could be you. We wouldn't wish that on you now, but it could be you. So you need to stop talking and do more reading. With that said, I want to thank everyone for coming in. I want to thank you all for participating. I really hope to see you all back here next week so we can pick this up and do this all over again. I love y'all. Take care. Take your medicines. Take your medicines. Don't forget to take your medicines now. If you forgot, I'm reminding you right now. Take your medicine. Okay? Make sure you drink water. Lots and lots of water. All right? I love you all, my purple hearts. Thank you for coming through. And I'll see you all next Tuesday. Peace and blessings.